Hey guys, I'm Jeff. Since this social media thing blew up a couple of weeks ago, I've got a lot of questions from followers like you, and I'd like to answer some of them. I'm a 50-year-old guy. I've never been paid to turn a wrench or run a welder. Drove a truck for 10 years, and now I'm a dispatch manager at a trucking company. I am a hack. You should never ever use what I'm doing as a guide for what you should do to your ride. There are tons of better sources out there on YouTube for information about how to do welding, mechanic work, any of that stuff. This is for entertainment purposes only. So when I was a kid, at 12, 13, 14 years old, I would read through the pages of Peterson's Four Wheel and Off-Road magazine. I dreamed of having me a lifted off-road ride to go out and explore and camp and explore some more, maybe do some fishing, and I didn't know that there was a word for that called overlanding. So fast forward a little while, through the 20s with no direction, finally got my poop in a group in my 30s, in the early 2000s. Went and drove a truck for a decade, got behind the desk instead of behind the wheel. Now I work in dispatch management at a trucking company, and I finally have the resources, the time, the space, and something of a budget to put together a ride of my own. I almost got a first-gen Pathfinder. If someone else had not got there with the cash before me, I would probably be building on that. It was a V6 5-speed 4-wheel drive that I really wanted, and somebody else got it. C'est la vie. But this one hit Facebook Marketplace. It had the seized engine and some rust in the floor. It's a Gulf Coast vehicle that shows some mommy usage in the backseat area. So I'm guessing that kids' swimsuits got tossed in that back corner a lot over the years, and after beach visits and saltwater did its thing, and so the rust appears to have started from the inside, not the underside. So it makes me feel a lot better about the structural things that you typically see rust with starting from the exterior. Of course, I used the rust findings in negotiations to buy the thing on the price, and bought me a junkyard engine. I got that on eBay from a dismantler in Camden, New Jersey, $7 1/4 all in, including shipping and tax. I haven't yet done the bore scope inspection. I will. It'll be up hopefully this weekend, if not next. I got sidetracked making this thing weatherproof because I have to make it weatherproof before I put an engine in it, because when the engine is running, I will drive it. I know that about myself, so in order to keep me from driving it around with a big hole in the floor, I'm fixing the hole before I fix the engine. So a couple of years ago, I bought a 98 CRV 5-speed all-wheel drive. There's a great community behind that. Philip Babb, the Honda resource, has a ton of great videos out there about how to fix your Honda, especially the CRVs, the first gen. He taught me through YouTube just about everything I know about fixing a first gen CRV. Got it lifted up. I'm going to do a walkthrough on that, drop it on Thursday, but loved it. Found some limitations in it, and that's why I went looking for something with a 4-low shifter on it, essentially to build into a decent overlander. I'm not going to put a super huge amount of lift on this. We don't have a lot of rock crawling around here in the Florida Panhandle, but what we do have is sugar sand and mud. So it's going to get some lift, it's going to get some aggressive tires, probably some slight fender modifications to fit, and it's going to get a winch bumper. It's going to get, I'm going to weld up something to replace this this bent up factory rear bumper that I'm going to pull off of it here in the next few days. So anyway, I hope that answered some of your questions. Stay tuned. Be good to each other. Be safe. Goodbye.